Hello, welcome to my bookshelves. I want to talk about my 2024 TBR. I went into Notion and made literally a list of 100 books because that's my reading goal next year. I mean, a goal is a goal is a goal, but I really would like to read that many because so many books on my 2024 TBR I am looking forward to. Before we get into the video, I would love if you're new here to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment down below, and I would love the encouragement. Thanks so much. Okay, let's get into it. My shelves are kind of split up into like romance, general fiction, and then this side is like fantasy and mystery thrillers. Main books I want to read from this side, I have a lot, but honestly, One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns are pretty high up there. This is like moody, dark fantasy, and I want to read it so badly. I'm definitely gonna read it in 2024. Ooh, while we're over here, I'd also say Powerless by Lauren Roberts, and then also the next one she has coming out, Reckless. So the first and second book, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love this. Everybody is loving this right now, so I probably will too. Ooh, I read the Caraval series earlier this year, and so I want to read the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. Look at these cute editions that I have. They're so cute. Oh, and then I have ACOTAR over here, which I read this book like a month ago, and I've started A Court of Mist and Fury. I only am like maybe 50 pages in, I can't remember. So I want to read the rest of these, so the 4 other books I haven't read. Oh, and then back over here I have the Natural series. Yes, these 4 by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is kind of a glimpse. The Bad Blood one is my favorite, so pretty. And then way up here we have all of my Harry Potter books. All 7 of them I really want to read, really want to get to. And I also want to watch the movies because I heard that that's just like an incredible world to be a part of. And I think that like after you read them, you're a part of a house, right? I think. And obviously like I want to know where I belong. Moving to the romance side, the Boys of Tommen series, which I'm sure you've seen these books. They're literal bricks. This one is Redeeming 6, which I think is the 4th one. I don't know how many books are even in this series, but I need to figure that out because these are massive. I don't even know how I'm gonna read this. I actually have a wrist injury on this wrist and it hurts to hold that. That's how heavy those books are. And then next to that, I have the Dreamland Billionaire series. That's 3 books that I really want to read. These ones, I heard that they're just like amazing, by Lauren Asher. She also has a new book called Love Redesigned down here, but first I want to read the Dreamland Billionaires series first and then read Love Redesigned. But Love Redesigned isn't technically on my 2024 TBR, so she might have to wait until 2025. Oh, okay, I also have the Shatter Me series on here, and I bought this in a box set. I don't even know if you can see it right here. I bought it in a box set, and there's 6 books that came in the box set, and I thought those were all the books, but I guess it actually comes with 10 books. So yeah, I want to read that. Honestly, right now I'm not feeling it so much, but I feel like because it's such an OG like booktube book talk series, I have to read it, especially because I am early on in my booktube career. I gotta like read it, so that I can know at least what everyone's talking about. Ooh, there's 20 Cassandra Clare books on my 2024 TBR. I have a bunch of them up here, like boom. I am missing some. Thankfully, one thing I discovered is that you can literally go to like any publisher's website. They'll have reading orders of how you should do stuff because authors have like a really long backlist. It's like, how am I supposed to read this? And like, yeah, you have TikTok, but honestly, I like seeing it in written list format and then screenshotting it. And then sometimes the publishers will even be like, here's 5 different ways you can read this series if you want this. And like, if you want to have this kind of experience, read it like this. So I really appreciate that they do that. So that's how I know, obviously I'm missing quite a few books, but I definitely have enough to get me started. And then if I don't like them, then I will probably just like thrift them away. So before I buy like the other 10 I'm probably missing, and she's probably written even more, I really don't know. But that, I think, including the 20 Cassandra Clare books, puts us at like 63 for my 2024 TBR. And then I also want to read The Inheritance Games. I'm sure you've seen these, by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Such pretty covers. She also wrote the Natural series, so I want to read both of those series in 2024. And I also think both those series are YA, so should be pretty easy to like understand and read. Ali Hazelwood is basically like an instant buy, instant read author for me, and she's coming out with 2 new books. We have Not in Love and Bride, both by obviously Ali Hazelwood. I don't own those. I am happy to say most of my TBR, I think like almost all of it except those 2 and then the other Lauren Roberts book, I already own because I need to like really read a lot of my physical TBR this year. Another one I want to read is In a Jam by Kate Canterbury. Actually, I'm kind of nervous because I saw somebody DNF this, I think, or that they really didn't like it. On the back it says, one jilted bride who didn't see it coming, one single dad who didn't sign up for this, 1 year to get married or lose the family farm. I just love that. I just love that whole plot, that whole storyline. I recently read One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I just love, like, all of that is just like, I love that. Ooh, okay, wait, I have another, actually I have 2 series, hold on. I actually have them over here. The Addicted Calloway series, I really want to read. I think that is 10 books in the Addicted Calloway series. I own the first 3 so far just to kind of like get me started. I also completely forgot to put the Chestnut Spring series on my list. I don't know how, so that actually kind of puts us at 105 books. I wanted it to be 100 even, but with the Chestnut Spring series, it puts us at 105. I want to read this so badly. I feel like cowboy romance, I'm gonna eat this up. Like, I just feel like I will. That makes 105, sorry, but like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna read this. I think actually I would like read this over the Shatter Me series. This is, 2024 is definitely gonna be my year of series because I also wanna read the Hoops series by Kennedy Ryan. I'm so interested to read this. One, because this will be like my first sports romance ever that I've read. And I don't know how I feel about that because I kind of think men that are like obsessed with sports in that way are kind of annoying, like not the life for me, you know? So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. I'm interested and I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm willing to give it a shot and see how it goes. But I feel like if he's like whining because he didn't make it to the NBA or whatever, like I feel like I'm just gonna be icked out. So I don't know, but I can't wait. Like, I can't wait to read it, but I'm also like unsure because how he is or isn't about the basketball thing is really gonna decide on if I like the series or not. Oh, another recent release is Never by Jessa Hastings. This is a Peter Pan retelling, reimagining, and I heard it's just really beautiful and the writing was great. And I did read the Magnolia Park series, some of it. I've read the first 2 books. I didn't love the first one. I liked Daisy Hates like pretty decently. I think my problem with those was like the story, but I really did enjoy Jessa's writing. I feel like her writing is great. I never feel like it's cringy or like icky or anything like that. So I feel like something a little bit more mature maybe I will really like. I feel like none of those words I just used to describe that were right, but I hope you guys get what I'm saying because I really did like the Magnolia Park series. It's actually on my 2024 TBR list. I want to read the rest of the books. They're up here. So I need to read Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home and then Daisy Hates the Great Undoing, and then the last book is coming out in, I want to say January 2024, but I could be totally wrong. Anyway, the last book is coming, and see, like, I did enjoy the series enough to like finish it and complete it. Ooh, okay, in 2023, I read Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. Where is she? I actually want to put this, wait, why can I literally not find it? I actually need to like put this on display because genuinely love this book so much. This is my only 6-star read of 2023. My only 6-star read ever. I loved it so much. I thought the writing was beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. Oh, I just like cannot say enough. I like definitely will reread it. The only book that I truthfully have tabbed and like highlighted and underlined, and you will learn so many new vocabulary words when you read it. It just was like such a beautiful book to me. I don't know. Also, Taylor Swift's Tolerate It, if you're a Taylor Swift fan, was heavily inspired by this book. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay, so because I love that so much, I feel like I need to read more books like that. So I have Jane Eyre on my list. I love, like, first of all, the floppiness of this book. When I hold this, I just like know that I'm gonna be obsessed with it. The pages are perfect. Can't wait to be highlighted, tabbed. I love the cover. It's so pretty, so simple yet like beautiful. And I just cannot wait. If you guys want to know what it's about, it says, it's a passionate love between the courageous orphan Jane Eyre and the brilliant, brooding, and domineering Rochester. The loneliness and cruelty of Jane's childhood strengthens her natural independence and spirit, which prove valuable when she takes a position as a governess at Thornfield Hall. But after she falls in love with her sardonic employer, her discovery of his terrible secret forces her to make a heart-wrenching choice. Ever since its publication in 1947, Jane Eyre has enthralled every kind of reader, from the most critical and cultivated to the youngest and most unabashedly romantic. It lives as one of the great triumphs of storytelling and as a moving and unforgettable portrayal of a woman's quest for self-respect. Please, I am gonna eat this up. I already know I'm gonna eat this up. Like, that just sounds like something I'd love. Ooh, I also want to read Eat, Pray, Love. This is on my 2024 TBR list, my pretty lengthy one. I bought this and I didn't even read the back of it. Like, I just go off vibes and I'm like, yes, I'm interested. I can't wait to read this. Another book I've heard is absolutely gorgeous, stunning, beautiful is Alone with You in the Ether by Olive E. Blake. First of all, I love this cover. Like, it's so pretty. I love the turquoise. It's beautiful. I don't know what it's about. I really want to go into this a little bit more blind and not know exactly the whole plot and storyline. I just trust that it's going to be beautiful. It's pretty short also, 275 pages, 276, 277, something like that. And I just feel like I'm going to love this. Ooh, I definitely want to read some memoirs next year. Top 2 on my list are Viola Davis, Finding Me. My friend read this and said that like she was unwell in the best way. And then also I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I know this was like one of the most read books in 2023, like on Goodreads. And I've had this, I feel like, for like 2 years since it came out. And I still have not read it. And I need to immediately. Okay, now once I got to like the end of my list, I wanted to get to 100 books, but I totally forgot Chestnut Springs. So I think technically I'm already at 100 books. So these last ones were kind of just like, I looked at my physical TBR and chose the ones that I was like most excited for, which kind of changes, but I'll tell you them anyway. The first one being Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. And honestly, once I read the back of this, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. This is more of like one of those, in my opinion, like lighthearted romance palette cleanser type books. So still worth like reading. Obviously I own it, so I'll definitely read it. I also think this is part of a series. I love the cover of this. That's one thing I will say. Like, how cute are they on the bottom? Like, that's just so cute. And I hope this book just has me like giggling, kicking my feet. That's like my greatest hope for this book. Oh, and then I also realized, how do I not have any mysteries and thrillers? Like, I love mysteries and thrillers. For some reason, I didn't have any on my list, so I was like, let me look at what I have. And I chose Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. That can't be her real last name. Like, somebody check on her, please. But I heard that this is just like deep, dark, twisted. Check the trigger warnings, like you need to beware before you read this. And yes. Me with literally major anxiety being like, yes, I want to read a book about Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. Okay. Oh, last one. We have The Wish by Nicholas Sparks. This cover I also think is so pretty. The blue with the fireworks and the water. It's just like giving romance, you know, it's just giving romance. This one is just like beautiful. It says, as they count down the last days of the season together, she begins to tell him the story of another Christmas, decades earlier, and the love that set her on a course she never could have imagined. Anyone looking for a sweet story will be enchanted, all worthy story of first love and its echoes. First love and its echoes. Yes. Also by Nicholas Sparks, like an icon, a legend. So that's like the 105 books I'll be reading in 2024, hopefully. Like, I really hope I get to all of them because I'm genuinely excited about all of them. I feel like the Shatter Me series I'm probably like the least excited about, but still excited. And I think I'm a mood reader, so I'm sure sometime in 2024, like the mood will strike and I'll be like, okay, it's time. But until then, that's my 2024 TBR. I also update my Goodreads all the time. I'm always putting like what book I'm reading and stuff like that. So if you want to stay like up to date with all of that, I'll leave it linked down below. I also sometimes talk about the current books I'm reading on TikTok, like in a funny way, like just being like a little update about where I'm at in the book. I don't really have anywhere else I can put that. So anyway, yeah, follow me on there. I'll have it linked down below. And let me know your top 2 2024 TBR reads. Like, I want to know. Hopefully I won't be too inspired because I clearly don't need any more help. Like, I already have so many books on my bookshelf that I need to read. I'm probably gonna have to like build a library soon because I'm like outgrowing this space. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some good reads that you can maybe add to your 2024 TBR, and I'll see you guys in the next one.